Alright. Took a little bit of a break. But I wanted to wrap up at least what I was working on. So this might be a short video. I don't know. But so, number one, I need to update the enemy cohort info when when an enemy gets defeated. And so we need a remove enemy function. Or we can connect the button up here. We make these, we do set set battle actor, if enemy, then we do here we're going to send for the enemy button too. Okay, we're going to update add enemy. And with that in mind, when we add a new enemy, we can connect. I think I have defeated, yeah. Not draw. I don't even know. Am I using that anywhere else in this? Yeah, I don't remember exactly where, but oh, in battle. So we connect defeated to the info box, and it's going to be on enemy button defeated, and all we're going to do there. Can't tell. I get a little bit not as sharp as the day gets longer, or as as the hour gets higher. Whatever the saying is. So on enemy button defeated, we're going to do this. Set enemy count. So it's just going to be count -1. So let's give that a whirl. So I'm going to take out a cocky roach. If I don't die. And see it updated. Beautiful. And I think we already, yeah, we hide it if the count drops to 0. So I could test that if I can stay alive. Here, we'll try taking out Executioner. Alright, good. So I'll probably survive. Perfect. Excuse me. So I can cross that off. That's great. I did not want to leave that hanging. Print enemy names and counts. That's done. So now we want to do the player info. So I wanted to change, first of all, the layout. And what's going to happen is this is actually going to turn into, let's see. I think what we're going to do is, this is how I did it in a previous Dragon Quest game I made. So player info cards is what that's going to turn into. We're going to save this as a scene. And this one I'm actually going to put in the GUI because we're going to use it in multiple places. Not just in the battle. Alright, so the top just consists of that for now. We're going to open that up. We'll work in there. As always, we want to set our theme so that it looks right in here. You technically don't have to do that. But it just, for me, it helps so I know what it's going to look like when I put it into a scene. And the reason I said you don't have to set the theme individually is because by default it's going to inherit from the top. I think that's how it works by default. You can see how everything changed, right? So these don't have their theme set individually, but this does. That's why I kept it. But we're going to put that back. Hopefully everything stays the same. Alright, so we have player info cards, and And what I'm going to do is totally revamp this. We're going to do... Can I reuse this at all? No, let's just get rid of it. And we're going to make... I think I want to do it... Let me look at some references. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I think I actually saved a picture that I had, like this. So that's one way of doing it, where everyone's in the same window. That I kind of like that. I might use that format. And of course, there's the Earthbound way where you go like this. Each player has their own card, right, with a separate window. Now, the thing I like about this is that you can do that, right? You can offset it when that player's acting or when they're currently, choosing an option. So that's cool. You can also do things like coloring that specific window. But there's something I think about the minimalism here that I really like. And it seems like just about every project I work on, there's always this this tendency to, keep fine-tuning things, keep adding, and making it better and more complicated. But I really do want to try and keep this one simple. Excuse me, I got a call. I just can't get rid of this cough, man. Anyway, now the one thing I'm not that I don't think is going to work easily, at least with the built-in logic of the control nodes and how they interact, is layering the player name over the top of the window like that. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I do think I want to stick with the retro format, as much as I love Earthbound. Alright, so we can close that out. I'm going to pull up that image that I downloaded. We'll just work off of that as needed. Close that. Okay. So the one card is going to be a V-box, and there's going to be a bunch of labels. It's going to be name. It's going to go like this. Player, name. Okay. Then we have what? Health. Say HP. MP. Level. I think that's how they do it. Okay. We can even do the retro way. Which is kind of cool. So everything's kind of centered, and they abbreviate the player name. Now, we don't really have to do that because we have more horizontal real estate. And give me 1 sec, I'm just going to grab my drink. And I need a coaster. Okay, that's better. Just gonna real quick check my settings here. Everything looks good there. So we have extra horizontal real estate, right? So you can clearly see. So I'm not too worried about abbreviating the names, but I probably will limit the length. It does bring into question. I'll just put C for now. Let's see what I think they put a yeah. They're using a, what's the term for that? Monospace, where each character has the same amount of width. So that could be an issue with that, because this font is not monospaced. The other thing is, do I really need the level? how about we just roll without it? And I think since we do have that extra horizontal space, I'm gonna do, write these out fully. I am seeing, I don't like how these are offset like that. So what we're gonna do is, I think, 2 V boxes. No, I take that back. We're gonna do H box. It's gonna be name. Actually, name does not have to be in that. We're gonna duplicate that. Get rid of this. Oops, wrong button. So, HP. It's going to be text value. Actually, I'm going to come in and replace these, just so I don't have to rename them. And this will be MP. This will be level. I can go and modify this. And like that. Value. We're getting there. And I think this way I'll keep it organized. I could be wrong. We're not using level anyway, so I'm just going to hide that, but I will fix the text for now. No, I don't think this is what I wanted either. So what I'm going to do, we're going to cut that. We're going to delete this. Hey, sometimes, in fact, a lot of times, it's trial and error. So we're going to do VBox with, let's see. Let's do that. And duplicate that. Empty. MP. Whoops. MP. HP. Here. And I need an H box. Okay, that looks better. See how everything's aligned? That's what we want. And I think there's a bit too much separation there. And then I want to check. So we want these values to be right aligned, I think. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Okay. Let's see, can we do this now? Is there different? Alright, that should work. That looks better. Now, do I want this centered? Oops. Top left. Okay, so this is the card itself, which we can now save as a scene and go like that. See what we're doing? And I think we'll center it. This now needs to be, I think, top wide, just so we can better picture. Yeah. So if I save this, we get that, which is telling me I goofed up. It's okay, we're going to move this out real quick. We're going to copy this. Actually, we're going to cut it out. I'm going to go in here and paste that. Then what I'm going to do is make scene root and drag the player info cards into that margin container. And so now actually this is the the top. We can do top wide, I think. And size flag, let's see. We want shrink center and shrink center. And then we're just going to adjust this. Whoa. And what is my rect? Min size not right, yeah. So we have that. And so now the question is, do I want to resize that as when we have less players in view? I think probably, yeah. So 6448. Let's see what 128 looks like. Okay. 64 times 4. Let me just see what that looks like. Not really in love with that. Maybe we do want to abbreviate just so we can keep everything neat like that. So I'm actually going to hide text for now. And so this will be H000, M000. So, I don't know. This font just doesn't work for that. How about I look up a small monospaced font? Maybe we can find something on itch. So that's really going to be needed. Let's see. That's a little too small. That's fun. Not for what I need, but it's pretty cool. Monocraft. That's pretty good. And it's small. Let's give that a shot. So I'm gonna, I think we want the TTF. File not found. File not found. What are you doing? Let's see if the GitHub, maybe they just updated the links. Guess we want that. Let's see what happens. I just open it like that. I think I don't want to install it. What I actually want to do is get it into my project. Let me see. Yeah, you do need the true type font file. And then I think what we can do is just take all of these and override the font. Let's see if this works. No, I need to make a dynamic font. And we change out this font data, is that? Yeah. And we have to modify the spacings. We don't want filter. We don't want anti-aliasing. And we gotta find the right size. What's the default? Does that look right? That does not look right. I think what I'll try, alright, that's going the wrong way. Let's see. That looks right. Right? I think it just has a weird L. I don't know if I'm in love with that font, but it's monospaced and it's doing the thing. Doing the thing we need right now. I think do something like that. Alright. Ooh, you know, that font's not doing it. It seems like an alright font, just not what I want. Go with the GBA or the GB font. Let's give it a shot. What's going on there? Let's see. Oh, is it really not a TTF file? So it looks like this is the picture one. Looking for fonts. Published. Public Pixel. Let me just find that. Alright. Oh, the hoops you gotta jump through sometimes. I might as well install that. Then we'll throw it into our project like we did before. That's just something I like to do. Like any font that I'm using, I like to throw it onto my computer as well. So we have it here. I think you have to drag it. You have to extract it first, and then you can put it in there. And it's public pixel. Alright, so player info card. Gotta grab these again. We're going to just swap that out. And we have to find the right setting. Seems right. I kind of like that. That's kind of cool. It's very bold. Maybe a little bit bigger than I want, but... Excuse me. Honestly, I feel like it's actually going to be easier to make these separate windows. I think it's going to look good. Oh man. Yeah, we're going to just copy that. We're going to paste this. We're going to make that local. And all I want, that makes scene root. Excuse me. I'm keeping these just for later in case we need them. So we have our values. Now we can set the size. Margin container needs to do something. What do we need? Is it this one? Size flag issue. Shrink center. Alright, that's pretty good. We do top left. And I think the last thing, let's make this even. And we'll just make that min size. Alright, cool. And we make sure that's centered. Then we make the scene root. And we can get rid of that. And this. Top left. And we want to override the separation here. I might even do 0, but this will work for now. Now I think since these have, the info cards themselves have minimum sizes, that it should work fine in here. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Maybe a little, like I said before, it's just a little bit too much, maybe. Right, they kind of take over. But regardless, we'll leave that for now. We need to get some functionality here. So that's going to need a script. And excuse me. These guys as well need a script. So I think we'll just do function set actor, and it'll be like data battle. Up here, actually I don't think we need to store it. Not right now. So connect HP change cell. Oops, function. So what do we have? HP int and value change int. So now we want to get references to the things that we're updating. It's going to be onReady bar. You might notice that this is going to look a little bit similar to the enemy button in how we interact with the battle actor that is connected to it. So HP label. Alright, cool. Which reminds me we're going to need MP changed. I think with this one we could probably just for now send out the MP. But I'll get that in now. Same thing down here. And we also want to set name at the top here. And I might change these value labels to rolling text, but that's for for later on. And let me see. Let me look up more Dragon Quest IV. I just want to see if they put a 0 in front when it's less than... No, they just align it to the right. Okay, so we'll do that. Which means these actually have to be H boxes. So we have... I don't need that anymore. We're going to move this up. No. Okay. We're getting there. Oh, man. We're kind of going back to what we had originally. It's just going to have 0 separation. Value's going to be that. We cut that. Change that to V-box. And no, we don't need that because we're already in a V-box. Just get rid of that crap. We'll duplicate that, call that NP. Change the text. Alright, so now we separated the value. And all we have to do is align that to the right, which it already is. That's fine. I mean, technically these can just be aligned left. That's fine. We go in here. Now we can get rid of that. We do have to update these reference paths. We have that. And that. Alright, beautiful. Do this. Hide. And maybe I will... Excuse me. We do visible equals if battle actor. Does that not work? Oh. What? I mean, oh, battle actor not equal null. That should work, right? Yeah. So we hide it if there's no battle actor. If battle actor, we do all this. Show, else hide. And we're going to do that and do this, so we're setting it. Okay. That way we can set it to null if we need to hide it. Now player info cards, I think we'll probably just handle updating these. Might as well do that. Cards, right, equals get children. We do for I in range. Cards.size. Card. Player info card. And we do card.set battle actor. It's going to be data.party I. And what we're going to do is change this party array equals do that. Null. 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 Get rid of that. Now I have to update all references to player because I'm not using that anymore. For example, here, it's going to be party 0.name equals bongo. So now if we go and check all of these, hopefully there's not too many. That's not too bad. So party we actually don't need because data is holding that. That's okay. Data dot. Aha. Let's see what this function is real quick. That's for the screen shake. So that's good. We will keep that, but now we have to loop through all of the players. It's going to be for player in data.party. We're going to do player.connect. Just get rid of data. Data.player is defending. See, now we're modifying it all to work with multiple players, which is why I commented that to do. So let's see, data.player is defending. We're running through the event queue. So that's real simple. We just do for player in data.players. Oops, data.party. Player.is defending equals false. We're also going to modify defeat. So it's going to be var defeat. Bool equals true. Is that how I started? I forget. I think we start with true. That's how we do it with victory. And we do if player.hp less than or equal to 0. No. Greater than 0, defeat is false. So that's like saying if any of the players in the party have more than 0 HP, we are not in defeat state. And so now we're looping through and resetting defending for all of them as well. That's beautiful. Identifier party. Let's see. I'm going to do data.party. Choose. Alright, I think that's all of the. Was that around 185? Yeah. So, we have one player. We could actually make a second one. But let's just test what we did with one player. Okay, player non-existent function connects in base nil. So it's telling me that is not ready yet, which means we should do this after we yield. For some reason, the player's not initialized yet. I don't know why. What? What? Let's try a double yield. Okay, something. Let's take a look. Data.party. Why is that not a thing? Oh, I know why. Shoot. Let me go back. We can maybe do this before without the yield. We're going to do if player. Okay. Now we're cooking. We also need to limit the text length on the player info card. Feels good. We're getting stuff done. Name.text equals battle actor.name. I gotta look at string. There's a way to limit the size of it, I believe. Trim suffix. No. Maybe remove. Replace. Is there really no remove? Format. I guess I could replace the end. Is there really not an easy way to do this? Right side of a string. I mean, you could probably use that. Or is there a left? On the left of the string. So if I just do that left 4, let's see what that looks like. Oh my gosh, and that's hilarious. I swear to God that was not planned, that bongo limited to 4 characters would be bong. Don't look too much into that, okay? So that's cool. We have that. For some reason, the HP is not updating, though. So let's take a look. The name's working. I just never... we have to manually set this. So what we can do... I might even just make these functions. Call HP. And then we use this. Set HP. It's a little extra work, but just keeps it clear. Set MP. Then I can do things like up here, we can do set HP, actor.hp, set MP, battle actor.mp. Of course, battle actor now needs MP. We never gave them that, so we're going to do bar MP max. MP and equals. And I think what I'm actually going to do here, do that, just in case I change that at some point. Of course, now we need this. And I know I have to update my dupe tree. And we have to update every one of these. So cockroaches, just give them 0. Alright. Player though, you're gonna get, I don't know, 10. 8, why not? Let's see what that looks like. Okay, MP is not getting set, so I have to take a look here. I never ran it through. Okay. And why is my alignment not working? I thought I had that figured out. Oh, size flags. Actually, just shrink end, right, and expand. So, do that. Size flags. Shrink end, expand. That's what we want. All right, it's a game. It's a game. I think we got to make another one, another character. Bong is going to get lonely. So let's make them like, maybe they're weaker, but they have more magic. Maybe they're a little bit faster. And then let's make Bong a bit stronger. So party 1.name equals Aurora. Cool. And oh, another. What did I miss? One. Let me do a search on the project again. So I missed a few of these. So this can now be. And this can be the party. One more. So we're going to need to get the current player, which I think is just going to be data.party current player index. And I think I actually got the functionality for that. Like I did that in advance. But we do need to indicate which. I'm going to make a note that first off, we did that. What the heck was I just saying I was doing? Indicating which is the active player. Okay. Let's see what this looks like. Okay, I think it looks like it's working. Oh no, it's I think we're gonna change how we handle the party. Like instead of filling it with null. So we're gonna do that. And then the cards. I'm gonna do this defaults to null, so I don't have to change anything except data.party.size. That should be the ticket. And so now we should be able to choose two actions. Here's my second one, and it works. Aurora takes 4 damage. Everyone's hitting Aurora. Poor Aurora. So we see the HP updated. That's good. We do need. Gonna get rid of this right now. Defeat state on player cards. Low HP state on player cards. So first, which part do I want to do? I think we need to indicate who's acting. And that'll probably just be in the card. This needs to be renamed, by the way. That all looks good. So the card, I think. Get a tween node in there. We can stop the game from running. I get a little bit tired. I can tell my yeah, I'm leaning back in my chair more, and my voice is kind of beginning to fade, but I shall persist for the time being. I will get my fan on. It's pretty cold this morning, but it's been warming up. Okay. So we're animating the player info card. What do I want to call that? Highlight? We'll go with that for now. So we're going to do tween dot interpolate property. It's going to be oneself. We're going to do global rect global position. We're just doing the Y. That also needs to be formatted. FYI, kind of not what you might expect. When you do it, the node path to the property, you have to use the colon instead of the period, how you normally would. Just FYI. Initial value, global position.y, and final val. We're going to need to set that. Okay, I'm ready for highlight y float equals rect position dot y plus just like 16. And oh, we need kind of like what we did in battle before. And I think actually just so it's clear. We can actually make a toggle. I feel like I'm saying actually a lot, but I actually don't care. Let me do target y float equals highlight y if on else start y. And so that's a nifty little ternary to simplify our code. I'm going to say half second is kind of the default. Maybe try a bounce for now. Why not? Have some fun with it. Life's short. All right, so we have highlight. We have to start that tween. Rookie mistake to not realize you have to start that. I do kind of want to blink the window as well, but for now we'll just nudge it down. So we're going to manually handle that in battle, and I think what we'll do is we'll put these in a group. Just call it player info cards. Beautiful. And then in here, and we want to do get tree dot get nodes in group player info cards. So that returns an array, and then we're just going to do current player index dot highlight on. And I tell you what, that's a little lengthy. So what we're going to do is on ready info cards is going to be right. You know, why don't we do this? Don't I have a reference to that yet? No? Because really, they don't need to be in that group. No, screw it. We'll use that. It might be helpful later having them in a group. So we have that. Now we do this. Dot. Oops. And true. Now I need to make this a function because we need to call it at the beginning. I think usually what I call it is something like go to next player index. Debug reload. Function go to next player. So if not, go to next player. We do all that. Let's see. Which also means current player index, we're going to reset it to -1. We return true, else we return false. And I think if we make it here, we'll just reset current player index equals -1. So this is like saying, hey, there is another player to go to. We're doing that. Great. That has to be returning. And I'll probably want to have a direction. I'll explain why in a sec. Stir. If apps dir is if not. Sure. I'll make it 1 by default. Because then if we like hit the back input, we can go back to the previous player and clear their event. We'll tackle that a bit later, but I will make a note for that. So all the way down here, we can get rid of that. And now up here, after everything's ready, we can call go to next player. Alright, we get everything set up, and let's see if it works. Alright, we can see that offset's a bit much. And we also need to call the reverse. Which we can do prior to advancing the index. It's going to be player select that. Alright, cool. Now I do want to modify that animation. The bounce just looks a little gritty, not really the classic circ, and the offset needs to be decreased. We'll try 8 and maybe speed it up. Yeah, that's pretty nice. See what we're doing? It looks like everything's working. Oh, we're not calling at the end of the event queue. We have to call go to next player now instead of this. Instead of that, I might actually call that after here. Yeah. Hang in there, Aurora. Uh-oh. Alright, cool. Wow, we actually have a battle loop. Let's see if it takes us to the defeat state now. Okay, so that's another thing. We have to... if event.target is defeated, need event.target defeated check. Defeated check, then choose random target if passed. Alright, so we'll come back to all of that. This is looking really nice, I think, to begin with. We do need a battle intro animation. Battle intro animation. Just taking lots of notes. Indicating active player done. Backup player, we'll get that later. Okay, that's it for now. I'll real quick just kind of walk through what we covered today. Primarily, or not today, but this session. Primarily it was these player info cards. We have them updating the data. We added a party so that we don't just have the one player. They animate in and out based on whether they're active or not. And yeah, I think we might actually win this one. Now it does look like the... See, something happened down there now. Alright, XP and gold is not working right. Our reset looks like it's working. So I'm going to have to look at that in the next video. And yeah, we'll come back to all of that. Alright, thanks for watching. Hope it's helpful or entertaining or whatever the heck you get out of it. Let me know, any feedback, questions, comments, whatever. Have a great day.